DNS fam. I'm not exactly sure where this is going to go within the videos that I'm going to be posting here within the next couple weeks, but I just kind of want to get on here and chat just a little bit. We did have our baby Zebu. I'll put a picture of him up here. So Mulan finally did have her baby, and as much as I wanted to post right away, it's almost like finding out you're pregnant. Like, you're excited and you want to share it with everybody, but you don't always know exactly how everything is going to go. So for right now, I haven't posted anything about him yet. It is a little boy. He is stinking cute. But as good of a mama as Mulan is being a first-time mom, he's having some problems latching on and nursing. He definitely has the drive that he wants to nurse. He will go up to her and put his mouth on her and just kind of but he's not finding her udder. So we tried to stay out of it as much as we possibly could. So I guess I go back a little bit here. She had him while I was away. I came home, looked out into the pen because we've been waiting and checking. But I looked out in the pen and I saw her in Mushu, and she looked very thin from what she was prior. And I was like, oh my gosh, there's got to be a baby here somewhere. And I saw something from a distance away that I thought looked like Finnegan. So I ran inside the house really quickly, put my stuff down, changed my shoes, ran out as quickly as I could. I do have that initial first clip, which you may have already seen or maybe haven't seen yet. It just depends on how I'm going to edit all this stuff together and put out these videos. But yeah, she had him, and he's cute and he's adorable and he's awkward because he's a baby and he's a newborn. Right now he's not even 24 hours old, but we were trying to allow them to naturally do their thing, and it was I was outside for probably I don't know, hour and a half, and he just wasn't getting it. So we did get some colostrum for him and some milk replacer. You're not supposed to feed the milk replacer until they're at least over 24 hours old, so he has not had any of that yet, but the colostrum he has had. So we were able to get him to drink that last night. He drank let's see, maybe about a quart. Sounds too large. I'm off on my math. It's early in the morning. The sun is just coming up. Yeah. I think the sun, has finally peeked over the horizon, and we're starting to get some light out. The birds are going crazy. But anyways, I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, just that it's early in the morning. I've got a lot of stuff on my mind, and I have been all over the place. I took a shower and didn't rinse my hair, if that tells you anything. But just out of natural worry for the newborn, we decided to feed him colostrum. So whatever the normal mixture is for a regular sized cow, we kind of cut that in half and fed him, and he drank all of that. So he's had that. We put them in the barn last night. We did have some rain and some storms around the area. Luckily they missed us, but we did get some rain, so we locked them in the barn together. Also figured that would be a little bit better, smaller area for him and her to kind of be together. If he's going to try to nurse, be a little bit easier. So we did that. This morning I woke up very early. The sun had not come up yet. Went out to check on them, and he was up and kind of still pushing around. he wanted to nurse and just not finding it. He's a little bit taller, so like if this is her and her udder is down here, his head's up about here, so you know, he'd have to like crane his neck down to actually get to her udder to be able to nurse. So I don't know if that's part of it or what, but just having some issues with doing the actual nursing. I got a cat over here. So I went ahead and I fed him more colostrum this morning and kind of just seeing how that goes. He took to the bottle very well, which is good in a sense, kind of not good in another sense. We may end up having to bottle feed him, which is going to be pretty more labor intensive than anticipated, but I definitely want to do whatever's best for him to keep him healthy and growing. So there's that. That's another reason why I just don't know that I will be posting anything until we're kind of more sure that he's gonna be okay. Sorry, it's very nerve-wracking and kind of worrisome. This is the first larger animal that we've had that's been born here, and just the issues that have come up. Every other animal that we've had nursed right away. Like when Penelope had her babies, they were latching on soon after they were born. No problems finding anything. Oh no, I need to go down. So yeah, just a little worrisome right now. Hopefully that will go away, cat. But yeah, so there's that. There's also just kind of wanted to, I've been thinking a lot about there's the cat. What are you doing? I guess the thing I wanted to say is that if you are thinking about getting into miniature animals, just know that even though they are very cute and great, if you only have a small plot of land that you're going to be able to keep them on or want to keep them on, that there is not a lot of readily available information on taking care of them. What I mean by that is that if you go to a store, like a farm store in your area, and you are going to get vaccination or medicine, or in this situation, the colostrum or the milk replacer, all of those items are geared towards full size livestock. And the math sometimes on trying to figure out what percentages you need to do per body weight and figuring out body weight on your animals is sometimes just beyond me. It makes them more difficult. For instance, on the milk replacer that we got for him, which we haven't given him yet, the milk replacer that we got for him tells you the percentages for water that you need to make, what size scoop you're using, how much of that you're using, and then it says adjust for smaller cattle sizes, or like breeds. Adjust for smaller breeds, I think is what it says. But it gives you no reference, because Zebu and Highlands, I believe, are not the exact same size. Also, it's gonna count, you know, body weight, but I mean, you've got all of these smaller breed animals that are kind of specific, and I feel like you need specialized charts for them, and I just haven't found anything that's been super helpful. I'm in a lot of groups for this stuff, because honestly, sometimes that's the only way you can find any information. But then with that, well, let's say for instance with the coonies, if I'm looking for deworming information for my coony pigs, and I go and I search it on Google, it's going to bring up a whole bunch of different information. Now, you may go on to one website and find dosages and amounts specific. Okay, that's great. But then if you're cross-referencing with something else, you're going to get different amounts. And it's just frustrating. I really wish there was better, more specific information out there and in a more convenient place. But yeah, I don't know. If you know of anything that is helpful and specific to like Zebu or coonies, and you want to pass that along my way, I would appreciate it. You know, just sometimes it feels a little chaotic. And any help would be great. I don't know, this is just me, you know. Anyways, if you've stayed this long, thank you so much for sticking around. I'm just kind of spitballing ideas and concerns, frustrations. I don't know. My mind is a mess this morning with excitement, anticipation, worry, so many questions. I definitely think we are gonna have to get a squeeze chute for a smaller animal, which is another thing that's like oddly specific and not easily available. The thought of miniature animals was just so awesome. And it seems like not as much work, but I think it's twice the work, honestly. I'd have to talk with Denton. They had cattle, like full-size cattle, when he was growing up. I don't know if he feels like it's about the same, if it's more. I just feel like the lack of readily available items for smaller animals specifically is... Sorry, we've got people working on our road today. No, but I think just the lack of readily available items for smaller breeds and not being able to easily access information like you would for large breed animals is kind of crazy. I would have to go back and look to see when the Zebu actually came over to America. I don't believe it's been in this country for it hasn't been here for like 100 years or more, I don't believe. I think it's kind of a newer species that was brought over and being bred. I will say, sorry, I'm jumping all around, but I will say the baby Zebu are probably the most adorable thing that I've ever seen in my whole life. He came out, he has a little baby hump on his back. It's so cute. He's so adorable. He's so soft. I love him already, and I really hope that we are able to provide the best possible outlook for him. And I really hope and pray that he will latch on and feed from his mama, because that would be a lot less stressful. I have concerns for her, I have concerns for him, and I think it would just be best if he could figure that out. But I guess we will see. Time will tell. So for now, I've talked a lot. If you stayed this long, I appreciate you so much. Oh, dogs are barking at the cats. But yeah, thank you so much for sticking around. And if you have any suggestions or you know of any readily available information that you use, if you have small animals like this, I would appreciate you sharing that. But thank you. You're the real ones. I love you so much. We'll be praying for you. And I hope you stay safe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.